Hey everyone, it's Sunday, so it's time for another edition of Storytime. I have two very, very special guests, but they're a little afraid, so I'm going to keep them on their stand. This is Solar and Macaroon, and they are sun conures. Sun conures are a really cool bird that comes from South America. Now, sometimes they get called sun parakeets, but mainly the sun name comes from the brightly colored feathers that you see on them. So lots of oranges and yellows and reds. But when they're little, they're actually all green and they can get confused with another type of bird. But as they grow older, they get more and more color. Now, these guys can live for about 30 years or so, and you can see they're pretty big. They can get, upwards of like 12 to like 15 inches, sometimes a little bit bigger, depends on if you're counting their tail feathers or not. And they're known for being as loud as they are bright. So they can be very smart birds. They are very social. They live in large groups, and when you have them in captivity, they start to see your family as their new group. So they'll spend a lot of time with the family and bonding with you. Like he just pooped on me. So thank you very, very much, Macaroon. Solar. That was awesome. Everybody poops. And this is the fun part about doing videos live instead of editing them, is you get to see all the fun stuff like that, like birds pooping on me. So they're very, very intelligent, but they're not known for speaking a lot of words. They can learn human words, but vocalization isn't a really big thing with these guys. They like to mimic different sounds that they hear all around in nature. So they'll mimic other birds and nature sounds and things like that. But we don't really teach them a lot of words. We want them to kind of just like figure things out on their own and get used to people. Right? Right? So they're from the northeastern part of South America, and they're an endangered species. Endangered means there's not a whole lot of them left. People tend to collect them because of their feathers and make decoration out of them. So that combined with habitat loss, a lot of the rainforest is being cut down. In fact, like every day, hundreds of thousands of acres of rainforest get burned down or chopped down. So these guys are losing their habitat, but they do very well in captivity because they seem to like people. Don't we? Don't we, Solar? You seem more trusting than your brother, Macaroon, but that's okay. So, they can be kind of an odd bird because they're clown-like nature. They like goofing around. They can be very funny. So, we are going to read The Odd Egg by Emily Gravett. So, I'm going to readjust ourselves here so we can still see the book, but also have these two in the frame, and I don't want to scare them with the book too much. I would put them on my shoulder, but we tried that earlier and they like goofing around too much and flying. So, here we go. The Odd Egg by Emily Gravett. All the birds had laid an egg, all except for Duck. Then Duck found an egg. He thought it was the most beautiful egg in the world. You guys like looking at the book, don't you? But the other birds did not. Then, creak, crack, creak, crack, creak, crack. Duck waited for his egg to hatch. He waited and waited and waited. Until the end. That was a really, really fun short book. I don't know if it has as many messages as some of the other books we do, but I think this one is that patience can be fun and it can pay off, and sometimes it leads to really big surprises. And surprises are always a good thing. So you shouldn't discount an egg or anything just because you think it's ugly. You never know what surprise it might hold. It might be something really fun, like a giant alligator. So, I hope you guys had fun. I hope you learned a lot about our Sun Conure friends. Yeah? And I hope you enjoyed our book. So, we will see you next time. Right? What? You want to touch my beard? Maybe? You were playing with the beard earlier. Yeah, he looks aghast, like, what am I doing? So, all right, we'll see you guys next time.